Have physicists ever actually looked at a bubble? According to the official thermodynamic literature, a bubble is, essentially, nothing. A pocket of gas, surrounded by a thin, unstable, largely chaotic, liquid film, governed by Marangoni flow, that is, fluid moving randomly along surface tension gradients, and doomed, by every thermodynamic principle, to collapse, quickly, inevitably, without ceremony. The lamellae, the internal films, if any are acknowledged to exist at all, are described as transient, accidental, thermodynamically unfavorable. The bubble, we are told, has no internal architecture, no persistent structure. It is, by definition, disorder enclosed in surface tension. It's chaos. Entropy always rises. Their contacts are random. They find each other by chance. This is the consensus. Peer-reviewed, cited thousands of times, taught to every undergraduate who has ever sat through a physical chemistry lecture without falling asleep. You are currently watching several bubbles. Everything you are seeing here happens almost always. So naturally, it is a very rare event, and, obviously, statistically acceptable, somehow. A bubble, as any physicist will confirm, produces a single light reflection, light converging at one point on its surface, clean, predictable, accounted for. Although, every now and then, that reflection appears to leave the bubble entirely and travel on its own. Unattached, no bubble required. But who cares about that, right? Capillary effect and surface tension together create a precise, mathematically elegant framework that fully explains the behavior of bubbles on any surface. The equations are beautiful. The predictions are clear. Which is fortunate, really, because what you are watching are gas bubbles, rolling intact across parchment paper, without bursting. But mathematics, thankfully, has always been physics' preferred method of not having to deal with the real world. Physicists will tell you that every time reality contradicts their textbooks, it must be experimental artifact, contamination, or simply not worth studying. If it's real but doesn't fit an elegant equation, that's not their concern. You are watching a force field, not a metaphor, not an interpretation. A literal, observable, measurable force field, acting on matter, shaping flow, organizing structure. The kind of thing physics says only exists in theory. But here it is. Undeniable. So let's review what we've been told. Surface tension explains bubble behavior. Bullshit. Marangoni flow explains internal structure. Bullshit. Capillary action explains climbing against gravity. Bullshit. Leidenfrost accounts for stable orbital trapping. Bullshit. Gas bubbles anchored to solids inside liquids, defying buoyancy. The math for that? Oh, now math doesn't matter. Conveniently bullshit. Free will does not exist. Bullshit. Consciousness is an emergent accident. Bullshit. Matter is fundamentally lifeless. Bullshit. The universe is filled with nothing. Bullshit. God does not exist. Bullshit. Physics. Full of bullshit.